Welcome back to Transcend with Vince. Something that's been on my heart for quite a while is I've watched the political environment in our country right now. And one of the things I've always believed is the importance of Christian believers having a redemptive role rather than being co-opted by one side or the other. And it's really important that we understand that. We are ambassadors. I'm going to talk about this in a future segment. But today I want to share something I came across. A good friend of mine in Atlanta sent this to me, and I want to share it with you. And I want you to take to heart, rather than, I think our visceral reaction very often to be to cling to our side. And if we hear something that goes against what we want to believe, very often what we will do is we'll turn it off. And there's a lot of tribalism that unfortunately has impacted the kingdom community. And I say kingdom community because if you are a Christian believer, your primary identity is in your relationship with the King and with other people who are in relationship with the King. If you are more passionately connected to any other party, organization, group than you are your kingdom brothers and sisters, that's where we need to do a heart check. And helping us do that is something that my friend in Atlanta sent to me. It's from the Screwtape Letters. You may be familiar with C.S. Lewis. This was basically a work C.S. Lewis did that he wrote this as if demons are talking. And that's the whole idea behind it. The demons are communicating with each other about what they are accomplishing to affect matters that are going on and manifesting among humans. This particular segment is called A Gradual Turning. I want you to listen to this very carefully. Screwtape Letters reiterates his premise. Whichever he adopts, your main task will be the same. Let him begin by treating the patriotism or the pacifism, notice two different sides, as a part of his religion. Then let him, under the influence of partisan spirit, come to regard it as the most important part. You see what's happened? So rather than, again, focusing on my kingdom identity, I'm going to take a political position, and I'm going to say that's the most important thing. He continues. Then quietly and gradually nurse him onto the stage at which the religion becomes merely part of the cause, in which Christianity is valued chiefly because of the excellent arguments it can produce in favor of the British war effort or of pacifism. So now, for the Christian, your whole ideology and your whole identity has shifted away from your relationship with God, relationship with Christ, onto a political position. And basically, that's just supporting your political views. It's a prop. Imagine that. Jesus is a prop. Something wrong with that picture, isn't it? Let me continue. The attitude which you want to guard against is that in which temporal affairs are treated primarily as material for obedience. Remember, this is the demon talking. He's saying, we don't want them to focus on obedience. Once you have made the war an end and faith a means, you've almost won your man. And it makes very little difference what kind of worldly end he is pursuing, provided that meetings, pamphlets, policies, movements, causes, and crusades matter more to him than prayers, sacraments, and charity. He is ours. Do you hear this, ladies and gentlemen? And the more religious on those terms, the more securely ours. I could show you a pretty cageful down here. Do you see what he's saying here? All of these political things are pushed into the forefront, and spiritual disciplines and connecting and relating with God and others, it's pushed on the back burner. Is this something that's an issue in your life? I just put this out there for your consideration. Thanks a lot for joining me. I'm Vince with Transcend.